If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm today to get started. Hello, self-developers, and welcome to the Patrick Kelly Podcast for Self-Development, where I will be reviewing Audible books on self-development that can change your life for the better this year and years to come. It is said that if we keep on doing what we always did, we will keep on getting what we always got. In other words, to change our output, we first have to change our input. Today is February 21st, 2021, and this is episode 6. And today we'll be reviewing the Audible book, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. This Audible book explores sowing and reaping. The author believes that what we put into the world is what we will get back from the world, and teaches about the game of life by using a biblical and spiritual message. Chapter 1. The Game. Whatever a man imagines in his mind, sooner or later externalizes in his affairs. What we think about on a continuous basis, we will eventually bring about. To play successfully the game of life, we must imagine the good things that we want in our life, instead of constantly imagining the bad things that we don't want in our life. Whatever a man feels or images clearly is impressed upon the subconscious mind and carried out in minutest detail. What we consistently think about, we will eventually bring about. Chapter 2. The Law of Prosperity. We must act as if we have already received. Man can only receive what he sees himself receiving. To become rich, act rich. To become poor, act poor. All things asked in prayer, believing, we shall receive. No man can fail if he sees himself successful. Chapter 3. The Power of the Word. Whatever man voices, he begins to attract. Whatever we speak about, we will bring about. Man only uses his words for 3 purposes: to heal, bless, or prosper. What man says of others will be said of him, and what he wishes for another, he wishes for himself. Curses like chickens come home to roost. If a man wishes someone bad luck, he is sure to attract bad luck to himself. If he wishes to aid someone to success, he is wishing and aiding himself. Chapter 4. The Law of Non-Resistance. Be not overcome with evil, but overcome evil with good. If you do not run your subconscious mind by yourself, someone will run it for you. Begin your day with right words and make an affirmation immediately after waking. If you make this a habit, you will see miracles come into your life. You should never use an affirmation unless it is absolutely satisfying and convincing to your own consciousness. Chapter 5. The Law of Karma and the Law of Forgiveness. Man receives only that which he gives. The game of life is a life of boomerangs. Man's thoughts, deeds, and words return to him sooner or later with astounding accuracy. This is the law of karma, which is Sanskrit meaning come back. Biblically, whatever a man soweth, so shall he also reap. Man can only be what he sees himself to be, and only attain what he sees himself attaining. Chapter 6. Casting the burden, impressing the subconscious. The super subconscious mind, or Christ within, is the department which fights man's battle and relieves him of burdens. We see therefore that man violates law if he carries a burden, and the burden is an adverse thought or condition, and this thought or condition has its root in the subconscious. Continually making believe impresses the subconscious. If one makes believe he is rich or makes believe he is successful, in due time he will reap. Chapter 7. Love. Every man on this planet is taking his initiation in love. Real love is selfless and free from fear. It pours itself out on the object of its affection without demanding any return. Its joy is in the joy of giving. No man can attract money if he despises it. Pure and selfish love draws to itself its own. It does not need to seek or demand. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love. No man is your enemy, no man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. This Audible book is easy to comprehend and listen to, and on a scale of 1 to 5, I will give this Audible book a solid 4. This is the end of this podcast for today. Tune in next week for the next episode and the next Audible book of over 300 books that I will be reviewing on the Patrick Kelly podcast for self-development. Feel free to comment and share, and remember, your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. Take care.